So stream should be good.
Huh.
Okay, this should be up now. Alright, so this is just gonna be an EarthBound stream. And
Yeah,
I didn't grind last time, which means this time is probably just gonna be solely grinding, unfortunately. But however, it's not gonna be a very long stream, I don't think. And it will also be a stream...
Yeah, sorry it took so long.
Yeah, a bunch of tech tips.
Yeah, but at least this time it was like lol tech diffs. Like, it didn't really exist tech diffs.
Yeah, it was just incompetence.
Yeah.
But yeah, after all that, this version of, or this new and improved EarthBound stream will now have 0 of the keyboard clacking. Maybe an occasional PS3 controller clack, but the keyboard should be silent.
Yep. Oh my, you know what I should do? I should start up my unreg and play Metroid.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do that, I'll,
Man, it's nice. It's so fucking nice to just do... Boop. It's already on. You know how fast that was? That was like 10 seconds from me mentioning the unreg to it being on.
Yeah. No delay, basically. The freak. No, that's not the wrong thing. Not the right thing, I should say. Alright, let's...
Where the fuck was I?
There we go. Freaking, hold on.
Metroid Const.
Move this over. I'd stay, but I'm busy. Might come back later. Alright.
Cool.
It says RetroCracken in the chat.
How do I load the state? I forgot.
I think it's F6. Though I'm not sure.
Maybe I did a save. I don't know.
I think it did save. Maybe.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, let's
So is this consistent with where I was before?
I think so. Like, I know you might have been in Lava Land or something.
What?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. I don't know where I am. I can't fucking remember for shit.
Yeah, I don't remember much about this either. I remember a lot of the place details, but I don't remember the freaking order. Anyways, let's initiate the EarthBound.
Where's that other fucking request? Two hours ago.
There we go. Freaking... Let's move some windows over here. There. Wow, level 77. Wow, it's so cool to play this with a controller.
Yeah?
It's almost like a dream come true.
Oh my god, it probably sounds a lot... it's like, holy shit, there's nothing
freaking stealth controls now. You'll never know I'm gonna play. What the heck? Freaking 20 million copies. Okay. This is proper. You can probably still hear button presses. Maybe a little bit. But it's farther, first of all, this controller's farther away from the computer than the obvious freaking keyboard. And second of all, this controller, even though it does, you know, have a bit of a click, when you press a button, it's not nearly as freaking obnoxious.
I'm sure it's not.
Yeah, but today is just gonna be mostly a grinding stream, because I forgot to do so in the past couple of days.
Oh yeah, we still have to do stuff afterwards.
Yeah, and after this, me and Kargaroc are gonna try to freaking get,
Shouldn't be that hard.
the, dolphin to work.
Emulator.
Yeah.
I did it before. It's a little bit more complicated than just apt-get install Dolphin.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of cores.
Well, technically you could just get apt-get install Dolphin EMU. The problem though is that it's really old. Like, the install is really... It's like from 2015 or something.
Dang. And I know they have a better version by now.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but... better support for Linux.
Yeah.
Well, in quotes. It's not like... I mean, the fact that you can apt-get install it at all kind of implies that it supports Linux.
Mm-hmm.
But not well.
Yeah.
I mean, actually it is kind of well. That's how I was able to use it back in the day. But now it's even better. Like, for instance, when I first started using Linux in 2015, on a regular basis anyway, you see, I have this fucking Wii sensor bar that allows you to use Wiimotes on the PC.
Oh, nice!
And, it didn't work on Linux when I first got it. And now it works on Linux without even having to do anything.
Well... But, anyways, like, when I get Dolphin, like, I'm assuming I'm just gonna want to get, like, the stuff for... Oh my god. Anyways, the stuff for, like, playing Wii games, because the next game I want to play, is a Wii game. Even though now that I have this controller working, I'm almost thinking about having the next game be, Pikmin 2. Because I've been wanting...
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play Pikmin 2 for a while, because it's such a game, and I like Pikmin, and I kind of really want to play a Pikmin game, because I haven't done it in a while. But at the same time, I also want to play Super Paper Mario, because I haven't played it since I finished it years ago.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I'm not sure, like, does that game have any motion control shit?
The extent of Paper Mario's motion controls, from what I remember, is that there's a feature, where you have occasionally, have to analyze things by pointing the Wii Remote at the screen and then analyzing them by hovering a cursor over them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much all of the motion controls, from what I remember. Like, literally, it's...
Maybe you could... I don't know, maybe you could use that with the mouse or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, because it's so simple. There's none of that freaking Wii gimmick shake thing. Or at least not that I remember. It's one of the Wii games, even though it was like a game that came out on the Wii during its launch, it only uses the controller. It doesn't use the nunchuck or anything.
Yeah, this should be a little bit easier to set up.
Yeah. Whereas, I think if I played Pikmin 2, I definitely want to play the GameCube version, because new play control Pikmin 2...
As there was any other version.
Well, actually, there's the new play control version, or the, Nintendo Selects version in the US, where it's Pikmin 2, but with Wii controls. And, that's the version that I played. But the GameCube, the GameCube version is exactly the same, it just doesn't have the Wii nunchuck crap. Which means it worked better on a controller.
Why is there a fucking... There's like a door on the other side of the wall there. Wonder what that was about.
Let's see.
Huh. Probably just a glitch.
Yeah, possibly.
Keep in mind... Well, like, it really is kind of relevant. Like, I was thinking, well... It was made for old TVs, you know. Back in the day, your fucking OG CRT would have cropped the edges a little bit. And then I'm like, well, this is a ROM hack. So, not really. But then I'm like, well, it's the original engine, though. It's not like you could fucking make... Damn it. It's not like you could make the original engine better.
Yeah.
But you kinda could. Like, look at URDE. It's like Metroid Prime, but without the stupid. Maybe you could do the same thing for,
Gotta get used to this controller.
Shit. Shit. Okay. Now that I'm almost dead... Oh, there it is. Now that I'm almost dead, let's heal with this convenient energy recharge.
Yeah.
Next we're gonna play Metroid Fusion.
Isn't Metroid Fusion, the one that was for the GBA?
Yep.
That was the, like...
There's also... What?
That's one of the ones who had, like, a boss that showed up in every top 10 creepiest bosses lists. The freaking Metroid who's like a freaking robotic fish creature or some crap, and its face melts as you battle it.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Yep, I'm sure it's that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so... We've got the thing. We can go back up now.
Oh, frick! Is this some stuff for Boney, finally?
I don't remember. Shit.
God dang it. So many PSI caramels. I can drop some of these. Okay. Diadem. I don't know how to say that. Let's help. Diadem of Thieves. Miscellaneous equipment. Yes. Increases his defense. Yes, please.
Oh boy.
Finally, for the first time, we get to actually put items on Boney, so he isn't completely defenseless anymore.
I just realized, like, the same microphone you're using for the stream is also being used for this, you know, the fucking Discord.
Yeah.
And I can't hear any sounds in your controlling the game.
Yeah. Alright, that's good. Well, like, also, Discord has some, like, natural filtering, even though, I mean, the stream also has some natural filtering, too. So I wonder if it's the same or similar filtering. Hope it is.
I could hear the fucking keyboard pretty loudly.
Yeah.
It was kind of getting on my nerves, like, it was ear grating, like, this is making your stream sound less professional.
Yeah.
And it's like, it hurts. It's like, I cringed every time I heard the sound.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we don't have to do that bullshit anymore. What's in this side, anyway? It's this room, except the background are better. The backgrounds are better.
Yeah.
You see, this is how the Super Nintendo... was supposed to be.
Yeah, just have a bunch of real nice backgrounds. Real nice animated tile sets.
You see, the Super Nintendo, like most NES games, didn't really have any backgrounds.
Yeah, because it was all freaking one color, black. You know, maybe it's Mario, so it has like a couple of hills and a cloud. That's it.
Not to mention they had you had to do a horrible hack just to get the HUD to display properly. That is just screaming of a secret right there on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, no secret, you know, hidden extra fucking region with a bunch of items?
What?
Come on.
You freaking must have missed that.
Maybe they'll be here. Oh yeah.
God, frick off. Please, conducting specters, or whatever the frick these guys are called. They need to stop. I think these are conducting specters. I keep forgetting to read their name.
Oh my god.
Oh, you still don't have the suit for it?
I know a lot of people say that the graphics in Super Metroid are kind of scary.
I guess
I never really thought that.
Like, not really. Sometimes, like, I could understand them being scary in the, ghost ship, and your freaking 7-year-old little Johnny, who's, like, only played Mario for most of his life, and then he saw the cool space game with the cool space marine named Metroid. And he was like, well, I want that game, and then you get it, and you're pretty chill up to the point where you go to the ghost ship. And then after that, it's like freaking super spooky. But otherwise, like regular Super Metroid, like the regular areas, I never really got intimidated by those. But the ghost ship just reeks of spook material.
I could see that.
And then not
the
only
only thing...
Not only that, but the freaking boss in Ghost Ship, like the freaking weird, like, parasitic fish monster.
It's...
Like, that was intentionally spook-tastic.
Yeah. Its name is Phantoon.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know until the internet, by the way. It's not like the game tells you.
Yeah.
It might have told you in the manual, but...
Yeah, this is one of those freaking manual required for any sort of lore please game.
Yeah.
Alright, so the freaking baddest beam achieved, apparently.
I don't understand why...
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I don't understand why people still I was gonna say, I don't really understand why people still make ROM hacks for things like this, because it's like, the only thing you're getting is like, you're limiting yourself with what you could do, because the Super Nintendo was really, you know, it's like an 80s computer versus like a modern computer. It's like, obviously you're going to be more limited with one.
Yeah, I think the reason why people still do it, though, is because, like, either they really love the game, and they want to make something for it, or they just want to, like, do something fun, and they don't want to, like...
That's the only thing that I can think of. Is like, oh, what about, like, oh, it's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The Pikmin music? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The totally not Pikmin music.
Yeah. All it needs is a bunch of,
We're gonna hear that when you do the game, by the way.
Yeah.
That'll be long awaited. I'll probably actually watch that one.
Yeah, like, I can't remember if it's, if I remember the music specifically from Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2, because although I don't own Pikmin 1, and I've never played Pikmin 1 myself,
yeah?
My experience with Pikmin 1 was through, Chugga Conroy, his playthrough. In fact, that was, I think my first playthrough of Pikmin I ever watched him play was Pikmin 2, but I also watched his Pikmin 1 after that.
Yeah.
And that was actually my intro to Pikmin, was his Pikmin 2 playthrough. That's when I actually got interested in it, and then, like, freaking... Like, that was when I got interested in it, and then, like, 3 years later, I actually played the game. I can't remember if the music I'm thinking about is more from Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2, but I know Pikmin 2 has music that sounds like it.
Maybe you'll be playing Pikmin 1 too.
Yeah. Because then I can, like, actually play it. Even though I still want to, like, get Pikmin 1. Like, an actual copy of Pikmin 1. But I'd also like to play it on stream, considering I can freaking just do that via Dolphin now.
Oh, that reminds me. I found my original copy of Metroid Prime 3.
Oh, snap.
I didn't even find it. It was like someone else found it. But they just put in a pile of random games. And, I noticed it in there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that one. So now I don't have to download it.
Nice. Yeah, but that could be a good next game.
Yeah, maybe. After fucking... I was gonna say, after Ash Gray in fucking Minecraft. It's like I'm stuck in this trap of Ash Gray and Minecraft. And these are just games that drag on and on.
Yeah,
and
like...
it's like...
Minecraft is something that you don't have to worry about being stuck in, though, because it's practically an infinite game at this point.
Yeah.
Whereas Ash Gray, if you, like, really power through it, you could probably get to the end. But it's not infinite like freaking Minecraft is. Also, aesthetic robot. It's got a nice magenta tone on it.
Oh shit, the fucking spikes work now. The spikes didn't work before. I wonder if you can fucking still get... I wonder if you can still get to the fucking wreck ship the back way in this. So there's some other Metroid ROM hack that I never finished. Oh, you can shoot this thing? This room right here doesn't look that changed.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nice.
Fucking ghost. Or whatever.
You're the freaking spooky ghost.
Yeah. At least you get the item right away.
Yeah.
I should have clarified from the beginning, this is basically Super Metroid, but better.
Yeah. Like, you've said that already, though.
Yeah.
It's just Super Metroid recolored to look better and also reorganized for maximum
Basically.
intrigue, I guess, for people who've played the game.
Also more VP bullshit, which is why the game momentarily pauses every now and again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked by the fucking boss here.
Yeah. Because you still have the freaking first suit.
Nah, I don't think... But it's like they could have made it, they could make it harder.
Yeah. Cause it to be mixed up a bit.
What's the save state button again? Oh, fuck.
Frick, I'll find out. Let's see.
Is it like F9 or something?
Let's see, controls? No, not back. Not back. Controls. Oh yeah. We don't have that. I think it's like F5 and F6 or something like that.
Well, what if I accidentally load the state?
Yeah, let's see. Let me just RetroArch save.
I'm just gonna Google this.
Yeah, just Google it, cause otherwise I don't know. Cause cause I think when I tried to like show you the save states the first time around, I made a state on EarthBound, and I don't want to like try finding it again and then accidentally load the state and it'd be like 28 hours before I got to this point. Oh well, present. Bottle of DX water. So many freaking foggies. Let's see if I can change.
Save states, noobs. F4 to F2 to save state. Cool. And F4 to load. And the 4.
Nice. Freaking getting some good levels. God dang. 6 freaking puppies.
You know, this sounds dodgy.
What?
I've never seen a more patterned boss in my life.
Yeah, dang, freaking Fantoon's going hyper fast, but he's doing the same thing.
I bet I could just spam.
Fantoon has a... Oh, there's the boss! But anyways, Fantoon has seen better days.
Oh my god,
I guess
that
he's
was
getting...
funny.
Even though he's a freaking boss, I guess he's getting senile in his old age. He's just doing the same freaking thing over and over again.
Yep. I could swear, like, wasn't there, like, spikes on the bottom and, you know, they were actually good?
Yeah, like...
Instead...
Like, didn't part of his boss pattern, like, he'd hover in, like, over at the top and then, like, throw some fire at you?
Yeah, I remember that. I think you'd have to fucking charge your beam and shoot to, like...
To damage him.
Yeah.
It was pretty hard.
But here, I still had to charge my beam, but I never had to fire any missiles.
Yeah. They made him easier somehow. Rabbit's foot.
Ignore the bait. That guy is just straight up trolling. Damn it, how do I get into this fucking room? Things that I don't like are bait. And before that guy says.
Yeah.
It's like... No, I'm just trying to fucking make it so that you assholes don't fucking shit up another thread. It's like all these people are having a good time, and then some fucking cunt just they're like, fucking, your posts are shit. And then everybody else is like, arguing and shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh boy, is this the rock? I don't think so. This is the Earth's belly button!
Okay, that's dodgy.
Yeah. And also, it's not the rock. Because we gotta talk to a specific Great Deku Rock. And he's supposed to tell us vital info and not freaking trivial trash. And I think, the rock comes after you defeat the Sanctuary Guardian of this location. Which we could basically go and do right now because I found him, but I have a feeling we might not be tough enough. Yes. Oh yeah, fun fact, this location is where you can get Duster's, special item. And it's only dropped by uncontrollable spheres, which are a problem because the uncontrollable spheres detonate when they die. So it's like you gotta freaking waste HP just to waste HP and farm for like 10,000 hours just to try and get one of these things to drop the special laser gun for Duster. So it's even worse than trying to get the Sword of Kings for Boney.
Boney.
Or in this case, Pooh, but here he's named Boney.
Did the original game have a dog, too?
Are you talking about the original, like, Mother game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a dog, but they weren't on any
name?
adventures. Like in this game, the dog accompanies you to the meteorite at the start of the game, but then they leave, and they don't ever come back as a party member. And in Mother 3, they're freaking permanent party member at some point. But in the original game, like literally, Nintendo just has a dog, and the dog says something, and Nintendo's like, okay, goodbye, dog. And then they just stay at home for the rest of the game.
It's not a playable character.
Yeah. So it's like the dog's role in these games just went up and up from there, though. Like, sure, the dog wasn't a character you could add to your party in the original game, but in the second game, you get to have them in your party for a little bit. And in Mother 3, it's now a permanent member. Which is a bit ridiculous how freaking upgraded the dog became. And interestingly enough, it seems like there's unused files in the game for King, Ness's dog, climbing ladders, and there's no ladders that you have to climb to get up to reach the asteroid, so you never see the sprite.
Yeah.
But it does have a sprite for climbing ladders, though I don't think it's actually used in-game, like it was unfinished. But, it does have a sprite for that, which, makes people speculate that King was supposed to be kept past that one segment. Like, you probably could have had King in one. Or maybe have a King as, like, a semi-permanent party member for the time being. Before you get the rest of the people.
Why is there oh. There it is. Okay, where's this? I like how all the fucking blocks have nice textures.
Yeah.
Like, in the original game, the tiles for each, bombable block were just, they were kind of black and white.
Yeah.
Oh? It's interesting that in this version they don't use the, Interesting.
Yeah.
In the original game, you never go here. I mean, there is an area that kind of looks like this, but you never go inside it.
Mm-hmm.
The inside was a separate room. I think I talked about this before. And it was the one where that orange gamer was.
In the original game, you never go here.
What the fuck is that shit?
It's cracking.
Yo.
He's here to shit up our stream.
No. I was listening to your stream, so I joined the call.
Okay. Freaking destroy uncontrollable spirit.
So how are you doing?
I'm alright right now. Really using a fancy PS3 controller to play the game.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Originally it wasn't that, it wasn't too exciting.
Yeah.
It was a non-standard PS3 controller, but it still worked, like, out of the box.
It was one of those, I can't remember what happened, but I think my brother killed the original one. And so we just got, the cheap one because they freaking overpriced the PS3 controllers. So we got a cheap one. And at first I didn't think it worked because it's like an L-cheap controller. But actually it works fine, which was great.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gotta go freaking heal before I get dead.
Fancy.
I think I could probably beat the boss today, and if that's the case, then that means we get to go to freaking Dinosaur Land. Dinosaur Land is one of the more, I guess, interesting places, because you get a nice graphical change for once. That isn't something silly like Moonside. Let's see, what is our stats anyways? Let's see here. Okay. I think we might be able to do this. If not, I can just throw one of the 10 million super bombs I have at the Electrospecter's face. Also, I just noticed that in the Metroid game that you're playing, Kargaroc, the background of this game's background of the planet looks like, it makes the planet look like it has no atmosphere.
Oh, there's no sky.
Yeah. It's just stars.
Maybe it could be nighttime.
Yeah, that's what it could be as well. Because after all, I don't think it was ever nighttime in the game.
Broken doors.
Oh boy.
What's this? What even is this? Meridia. Does this go to the original? I don't even remember this fucking elevator.
Come on.
Makes me want to play other Metroid ROM hacks.
It's
And it keeps the fucking ambient
freaking
music.
back attack. No! No, why did you... God freaking dang it. I'm trying to get to the boss, and this guy impairs everyone.
What, are they all diamondized or something?
No, they're just numb, which means anyone with PSI can still use PSI, but they now can't physically attack. Which is alright, except for the fact that I think you need blue healers to, cure numbness. So that means I have to freaking go back to the Tenda village.
This game hates you.
Yeah. At least I didn't get very far. And everyone got another level up. Well, 2 people got another level up. Yeah, time to freaking go back. Great. Also, you can tell when characters are numb in the overworld when it takes like 4 frames for them to walk. They like walk at super slow animation.
Yeah. This makes me want to play it. There is a lot of Metroid. In fact, there's probably... There's a lot of Metroid ROM hacks. They're only... I've not checked since the Nintendo bullshit, though. I'm like... I bet that fucking Nintendo's bullying has nuked off a lot of potential ROM hack makers.
Yeah, or at least scared, and especially scared new ones away.
That's what I'm saying, like... I bet there's a lot of people who are like, I bet I could make a Metroid ROM hack, and then they see that, and I'm like, I better not.
Yeah.
But had it not happened, they would have made some great ROM hacks.
Freaking Nintendo and their thing. You can't use our copyrighted content even if you make a good game out of it because it's illegal because the fine print says so. All hell, Lord Fine Print. No exceptions. Do you think that's part of Nintendo's
There's
ultimate...
no good way to fucking... I don't want to go into I don't want to go into more bullshit. It makes for a really bad day. Damn it, that was like my day until a few hours ago, just thinking about bullshit. And it's like, you know, going through people, like reading Reddit comments and going through people's fucking comments like, is this guy a communist? How about this guy? Or this guy? And you never saw any communist subreddits, except for a few times.
Yeah.
And usually it's a lot more obvious. It's like there's no fucking way to escape the bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much like... It's so easy to do terrible things, and it's so hard to fix them.
Yeah.
It's like... I'm gonna shut up now. I'm just gonna go back to Metroid Romance, but not talk about the bullshit. But yeah, they could stop making Metroid ROM hacks right now, and there'd still be, like, enough that I could keep playing for a few weeks at least. And, like, not run out. And even after that, there's a whole shitload of, like, not Metroids.
Yeah, freaking Metroid clones. Speaking of clones,
Yep.
Like, you know how Nintendo's always like, do not use our IPs, do not associate, or whatever. Well, freaking a few weeks back, Vinny from Vinesauce streamed a little bit of a game for Switch that's currently on the Nintendo Switch eShop, called like freaking Blossom Tales or something. Yeah. And it's literally just freaking Link's Awakening with a new coat of paint.
Huh.
Like, it's down to the freaking graphics, even though the graphics are like sharper and stuff because they made it in Game Maker, I think.
Let me guess, is it more pixel shit?
Yep, more sweet pixel art, because, you know, it's so aesthetic. Never been done before.
Does it have... I've got another thing. Does it have screen shaking?
I can't remember, but it had, like, real smooth camera. Like, it's got that
Really?
pixel, but it also got that freaking upgraded, looks like definitely not a retro game.
Yeah?
Because the things are too smooth. Oh, and I think it also had, like, dynamic lighting. So the lighting looked freaking pristine, but the actual game itself looked like it came out of the SNES.
Huh. And I never saw this stream because I don't watch Vinny very much.
Yeah, and it was like a short little... He didn't even play very much of it, because he didn't want to, like, give it advertising, since it was an obvious Zelda clone. Though supposedly it's a good Zelda clone, like, it copies the good parts, but it's really nothing new.
He's like...
And so he played a little bit of it to show off the rip-offery. And, yeah, it's pretty on the nose, Link's Awakening. And yet Nintendo is all like, don't associate yourselves with our brands. And yet someone is like, I want to make a game that's near ripoff of Zelda, but yet it's only going to be inspired by Zelda. And Nintendo's like,
let's just copy it and then change the name.
Yeah, basically. And then Nintendo is like, very creative. You are such a good game person. Let us put it on the store. And it's like, Nintendo, you're just giving someone a platform even though you supposedly hate this kind of stuff. Nintendo, what the frick are you doing?
Reminds me of fucking...
Hypocritical.
It's like... Damn it, it reminds me of the fucking shit, like... There's a lot of fucking stupid, like, infringing bullshit on the Amazon store. It's like... You know, you can easily go on the Amazon store and get, like, you know, 1,000 games in one, you know, plug and play.
Yeah, or...
And it's just...
Oh, you wanna know what the Fringerinos are at their very core? Amiibos. Like, you know Amiibos, right? Well, there's a couple of Zelda Amiibos that aren't even in stores yet, even though they've been around since, like, they announced them a while back.
Yeah.
And there's for, you know, Breath of the Wild compatibility. One of them is a Majora's Mask themed one. Stuff like that. Well, you can buy little AR card things that if you scan them in, they'll give you the effect of the amiibo, but it's literally just a self-printed metal, like, piece. And people are selling those unofficial, unreleased amiibos, not with the figure attached, of course, but with just the amiibo data on little piece, for like $5. You freaking want to scan in an amiibo early without, you know, buying like an amiibo for $12 or whatever? Well, you can freaking do it. That's incredibly a Fringerino.
It's just the fucking... It's just like the data extracted from the game or some shit.
Yeah.
And they sell it for like $5.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't remove it because they still get money off of it. It's like I was saying before, like, you know, you can get like things like, it's like 1,000 games in one, plug and play, and it's just like a Raspberry Pi with some emulators and built-in games on it. And by built-in games, I mean they just went to Love ROMs, downloaded some ROMs, and they sell it to you. And it's not like they got permission for anything. And they still sell it on Amazon, because it's like, well, Amazon gets money. So it's like, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's like... Oh, it's only fucking right if a company does it.
Yeah, it's only okay if the big guys do it. If any of you small guys try to do the same thing, and we don't get a cut, then you're out of the picture. Just freaking close up your shop and go home, because you're doing illegal. But it's okay if we're getting money, because then it's not illegal.
It's we're fucking, you know, we're fucking selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish and greedy.
And I think
psychotic.
Mr. Jim Sterling, the freaking guy who does like a YouTube show and talks about microtransactions and crap all the time.
Yeah.
He's infamous in the gaming world or whatever for being an independent games journalist person, but not a journalist or whatever. Anyways, he quoted this pretty well, or said this pretty well. Basically, he said that every company ever wants to make all of the money. Like, that is the freaking ultimate goal of every company is to make every single money ever. And of
That's
course
called ruling the world.
Yeah, and of course they can't quite get there, without...
If they tried to rule the world, there'd be revolutions up the ass.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be, like... I want to say nuclear weapons would probably get used in that.
Yeah. Freaking games companies versus the US government. But, like, really, he put it greatly, what the freak? He put it well, by saying that, reminding everyone that the goal of a company is to make money, and the ultimate goal, like, what would be the best thing? If you made part of the money, or if you made all of the money? Well, of course if you made all of the money, because that only means more power for the company to make even more money after that. And if they made all of the money, that'd be freaking perfect for them. And so, of course, the ultimate goal for every company is to make all of the money.
This makes me wonder, why do we still have this around?
Like, still have, like, the systems we do around?
No, I'm just fucking around. I'm like, it makes you wonder, like, that's just greed.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really...
That's just basic human greed.
Yeah. Like, I hate to bring it up again, but like, this is the whole reason communism even existed. It's like, they saw this bullshit, and it like happened back then too. It's not like, you know, there weren't games back then, but the same kind of bullshit happened. And a whole bunch of people are like, this is just shit, let's make it better. And they tried to make it better. And they made it worse.
Yeah.
And now everybody's just like, well, this is how the world ends. Let's just, you know, party until the fucking shit hits the fan. That's what it feels like, anyway.
Yeah. Freak. Oh no! Oh,
what happened?
Ripping pasta pepperoni! Freak! Okay,
What's with all the pizza jokes?
Like the pizza jokes? I just say that because that's like the thing that... I caught that from Vine Sauce. Instead of saying rippin' piece or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just rippin' pasta pepperoni, cause pizzas.
Damn it, fucking hell, I'm bad. I'm bad at games.
Hold on.
You know what? Fuck it.
What's the save state button?
Nah, I don't need the save state.
Well, I need... Oh, actually, I don't need the save state button. I can just... see, save state... Freaking... Yes. I don't know. Go here. It's doing the loop thing. It's doing the thing that happened to me a while back, in, like, I think, Happy Village. I was trying to, like, grind to get up to the Mondel Mole. But I picked up a cookie, and then it wouldn't stop looping. And it's doing the thing.
Oh yeah, that happened before. I don't remember what you did to fix it. Yeah, I don't remember.
I think what I did was I closed the emulator, and it started off at that state. So I just saved the state. Because it's like some kind of freaking override thing. So I saved the state. Now I'm gonna load a state. Hold on. Freaking...
I'm so... Oh, fucking hell.
See, Set. Resume. Alright, now to freaking go back to here. Load state. Actually, no. Load state. Freaking no! Please. Please. Yes! How did I undo that? Yeah! I fixed the loop!
How did you do it? What
I don't know, I freaking just pressed random buttons over and over and over again. Without any care in the world for what it was actually saying, and it freaking undid itself.
Huh.
It makes me wonder if that's a glitch with the game, and not just overwrite data. Please, Foggy, do not drop. Actually, you know what? Can run away? Okay. Okay, time to murder this guy. Actually, I'll go ahead and make a station here while I'm at it. Nice. Okay. Finally got here. This is the 7th Your Sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. They don't have any different dialogue.
I wonder if that's gonna be a thing. That's probably gonna be a thing. It's probably a thing.
Wait, what?
They're gonna change it up.
I don't think they ever do, unfortunately.
It's like
they're a bit lazy.
This is my sanctuary, look. And then they fucking.
Yeah, and then they just clobber you.
Yeah, they just fucking.
Let me move the window over.
I don't know.
Anyways, so this is the Electrospectre, and it's like this weird freaking block thing. I always thought this thing's design was pretty cool. It's like, what is it even supposed to be? Even though I think what it's supposed to be is like some kind of earth metal, like a weird earth metal that's like in the form of this creature or something.
Damn it.
Let's see here. Spam some stuff. I don't know if this guy has a shield. Let's use Super Bomb. Actually, no. Yeah, let's use that.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, you can open the door and run out.
God. Yeah, no. Yikes, Bodhi turned into a giant fire-breathing dragon. Nice.
Really?
Okay. Now let's freaking heal, because it doesn't have a physical shield on it, but it does have a psychic one. Like it said, I'd come back, peace. This is Richter Crack in the chat.
Did this room even exist in the original? I mean, there's a lot of rooms that didn't exist in the original, but...
Yeah. I don't know. This looks neat though.
I don't know if you were supposed to skip the entire bit there.
Let's see if I can shield killer it.
Another secret? Or is it too obvious?
Yes! Kumet is destroying it. God damn it. Let's see,
Is that, I don't know.
freaking... Spicy jerky. Straight luxury jerky. Duster King. Continue that shield killer, please.
Damn it. Fuck off.
Oh,
I don't know why that one's not fucking done. Wonder if you can do the thing.
Let's see. Let's try this. Should be interesting. Shoot. Actually, no, don't shoot. Just shield killer. Even until that shield is gone. Came along and pinned the enemy down. Or whatever. Couldn't read it because it went too fast. But anyways, a monkey attacked. And that's that item. And I don't even think it worked. Frick. Useless. It's just freaking everyone attacked.
Damn.
Yeah! I think we overleveled. This guy was easy.
What the fuck even is this shit?
Oh, you're fighting the fish crab monster.
I've never seen this, but what's this glitch?
Oh! What the frick? Two salmons? Would the plural be sami? Wow. That sure is neat. You got rid of it. Oh frick. This place is cool. This is the next to your sanctuary location. It's got a bunch of lights on the walls. I'm Lucas. Oh yeah, this is the only part in the game where Ness talks. It's been a long road getting here. Soon, I'll be... What will I be? Or what will happen to us? What's happening? My thoughts are being written out on the wall. Or are they? It's the only part where Ness has any dialogue. And it's just his thoughts written on the wall of this location.
Fuck yeah.
Lucas saw a vision of his father holding him. And we got number 7 of the 8 melodies.
Almost there.
Yep. And now through another hole. And now we're in Dino Land, and everyone's like 4 pixels. Yeah, this area, the scale has changed. Now the environment is freaking massive, and all the characters are tiny. Because it's the dinosaur land.
Really?
Freaking Jurassic Park. Also, occasionally, the game stops to have a rumble effect, where the geysers go off. And I think the geysers heal your power points if you go to them when it happens.
The what?
The geysers. Freaking water fountain things in this area.
I can just touch creatures and they explode.
Nice. Case of danger, evacuate here, the boss.
Evacuate danger?
In case of danger, evacuate.
Right.
The wet nose sword. It's called that because it has a dog nose, even though it's a dinosaur. And yeah, all the enemies here are basically dinosaurs. They hit pretty hard.
This area right here looks like it doesn't look like anything. It's like they didn't change it.
What do you mean?
Except for the background.
Oh, yeah. I don't know,
Damn it,
maybe...
I lost the glitch.
Maybe the,
I guess that's like... that's life.
Yeah. And also, I think maybe it's less purple. Like, it's actually more gray color. Like the bricks here.
Oh, this is different.
Strange, but you smell good, so I'll tell you a secret. Did you feel an earthquake a little while ago? You know, we have earthquakes here all the time. After an earthquake, the hot spring will erupt. Blue springs are great for recovering health. Red springs are perfect for healing paralysis or drawing out poison. Oh yeah, that's right. So it's basically like two different kinds of hot spring. Because, you know, that's something everyone needs. The bird right there says strange words, like hello and click beep beep beep. So this is just a tiny sprite of the telephone bird from the start of the Deep Darkness.
And everything's tiny in this area.
Yeah. Save. Actually, I should probably call up Nessa's mom, since I haven't done it in a very long time, and I don't want to get homesickness. No, I was just teasing. I wanted to see if my new impression would fool you. Everyone here is doing just fine. Hope you're all doing alright too. Well, I better go in the middle of my dance aerobics. And I think that's where I'll end this off here. This is a good stopping point, and we can do the rest of Dinosaur Land next set.
Yeah. We have to do that thing too.
Yeah.
Damn it, they made the fucking beams look proper nice in this.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna close this out. Put this back on. And, well, I hope you all enjoyed
Yep.
the EarthBound today. A little bit shorter, but less keyboard noise. Actually, I don't even think it really was a little bit shorter. Maybe like a few minutes shorter, because I still went for an hour and 14. Wow. But yeah. So, hope you all enjoyed, and see ya.
Yep.